One possession game, minute and a half to go. A trip to the Elite Eight on the line. Here goes Sears. Sears working with Nelson. Sears finishes strong. Mark Sears gets to his strong hand, lays it in. Heels by one.
Decision making, solid defense without fouling. More importantly, get the ball in your best player's hands.
Approaching the 1 minute mark. Withers, he's going to fire. Missed it.
Why? You don't need, they want you to take that shot, so advantage Alabama right there on that defensive possession.
Alabama can take the lead here. Sears, he's a handful. Sears had 26 in round two. One of their best scorers. Nelson inside. Nelson, a foul, it goes! And one! North Dakota, stand up! Grant Nelson a chance at a three-point play.
What I say about decision making, you take a tough three, Alabama runs the pick and roll, it's double team, the rotation is late. Withers, who shot the shot, was late on the rotation, and now you got a chance to put yourself up two by excellent decision that time by Mark Sears to be able to execute that pick and roll and get it to Grant Nelson.
Devils Lake, North Dakota native. Stellar career in the Summit League. First team All-Summit League last year for North Dakota State, and he is delivering for Alabama when it counts the most. Bama by two. Timeout. 35 seconds left in regulation. Nelson with 22-17 in the half.
Well, here's the thing. What's worked for North Carolina is a two-man game up top on the side for R.J. Davis hitting Baycott, getting the handoff, and then turning the corner. That's who I want the ball in those two, and have Cormac around that side. So now can't help.
A little over 8 seconds separating shot and game clock. R.J. Davis drives off left foot, blocked by Nelson. Who else? 15 to shoot. Carolina ball. Third block shot for Grant Nelson. Make it his fourth. Carolina has time here. They reset it. Wojcik steady with the ball. Now Davis guarded by Griffin. Shot clock down to 6. Davis trying to find some room. Davis got Nelson all over him. Tough shot, no good. And it's Nelson grappling. Shot clock violation. It is Alabama ball with a 2-point lead and 7.7 seconds left.
Game-winning plays. Doesn't always equate to making the pass or making the shot. Defensively, twice in a row, Grant Nelson was isolated on one of the best players in the country.
So the officials want to go to the replay monitor here. They want to check the clock and see if it hit the rim. There was a shot clock violation, was the call on the floor, which was accurate, I think. We'll get a good look at it here. And they're looking at the same replay we are.
Didn't touch the rim.
And so this will be Alabama ball, regardless of who touched it last.
Yep, shot clock violation. And again, Grant Nelson locking down on defense the last couple possessions. When you need to dig into it and get the stop, he's been the centerpiece of that defense. 22 points, 12 rebounds. How about the big time 4 blocks? Says a lot about his versatility to guard in space.
Got to get a quick foul here if you're Carolina. And it's into the hands of Nelson. He is fouled by Ingram. Grant Nelson will go to the line to try to make it a 2-possession game here. He's 8 of 9 from the free throw line in this one. And a clutch free throw shooter all year for Alabama. That's a guy that they wanted to get the ball in his hands.
Well, I mean, but you think about this. You play Creighton, top 10 team. You play Purdue. You play Arizona. Okay, you play Clemson. You've played high-quality teams that's prepared you for this moment.
That's what he dreamed of when he transferred into the SEC. Clutch free throw to give Bama a 3-point lead. And one more. And it could send Carolina out.
Yeah. Big time. This one.
This is backyard. This is what you dream about as a kid right here. To give them a 4-point lead. Grant Nelson. Cash. 7-0 run Bama. They clear it out. Nate Oates says no fouls. Carolina's got to go quick. They're down 4. R.J. Davis to the baseline. Gives it to Baycott. It's good, but 1.2 seconds remain. Carolina uses their last timeout. Alabama with a 2-point lead and 1.2 seconds separating them from a trip to the Elite Eight for the first time in 20 years.
And Alabama with no timeout. Oh, we got 2 timeouts left. So very important. And I always say this when you're taking the ball out of bounds. Shorten the length of the pass. Guy out of bounds, you have to take it to your offensive player. Shorten that pass. If you can't get it in your head, a 4 count. You got to be able to get the 4. If you don't got it, call that timeout. And reset it and try to get it back in and be strong with the bat. Anything you float around North Carolina, they could potentially tip. Now, could they tip it out to get a shot? That's the key.
Remember, it was a made basket, so Alabama can run the baseline here.
That's right. And look at this spread. Spread offense.
Oh, boy. Everybody is out of bounds. Carolina trying to guard this. Looks like a football set. Now they go. Estrada trying to get it in, the count, and he takes a timeout, so he's got 1 left.
There it is.
Patient. Makes you wonder if Nate Oates wanted it exactly that way to see how they would line up. Biggest inbounds of the year is coming after this break. Every coach has that one special baseline out of bounds play. You save it for moments like this. Nate Oates can hardly breathe.
And look who they put on the ball, North Carolina. A bigger, longer defender in Jalen Withers to try to influence the pass by Estrada.
Estrada steady with it. The trigger man gets it in. Nelson's got it. Clock ticks. Quick foul. 0.6 remaining.
And they're going to take a look, I think, at the clock, too, to make sure that the time was correct going off. That was a quick foul. Let's take a look. Ball is in. Boom. Foul. Should be about 1.1.
Remember, you can't advance at collegiate level. They got to go the distance. Carolina has no more timeouts. Mark Reed taking a look. John Gaffney, Mike Reed, Steve Anderson, 3 officials. Carolina is going to need a miracle now.
Well, no miracle will be there if they make 2 free throws. Yep. And that's what I'm saying. Watch the clock. Foul comes there, 1.1 around the area. Let's see, 0.9. So they was off by 0.2. But you talked about it.
Yeah.
Backyard, 2 free throws. You get to the line, but coaches say in practice we run, we concentrate, we shoot free throws when we're tired when it counts. And what coaches do too in practice, they'll simulate into the game scenarios where you have to get to the free throw line and put yourself in this situation where you have to step up and make free throws.
He's 10 of 11. Nelson's made 5 in a row. Carolina out of timeouts. 2 shots here. Short. Slight crack in the window.
Okay.
Miss or make?
I'm making it.
Make it
now.
Get your 3-point lead.
The miss. Look,
scramble on a miss.
Scramble on a miss. But the make ensures that you have nothing else but a overtime.
Tie. Good call. Here we go. Nelson to put him up 3, and he missed it. And it's and Nelson got the block. Game over. Alabama. The Sweet 16 is no longer sour. They advance to the Elite Eight for the first time in 20 years. The second time in program history. They move on. Ingram was going to let it fly. And Nelson got the block shot, his 5th. Grant Nelson, one of the all-time great second halves in an NCAA tournament game to send Alabama to the Elite Eight in a matchup with Clemson.
I tell you what, Rylan Griffin kind of set the table early for Alabama. Mark Sears as well, but Mark only had 4 points in the second half. So between Griffin, Nelson, and Estrada, when North Carolina went on a run, one of those three made something happen to ensure that Alabama will be in shouting distance, not allow North Carolina to extend it.
The 2 top seeds in the West Regional eliminated. Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach, at halftime, you challenged this team's toughness. You referenced the rebounding, the effort. How about this response?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, Grant stepped up. We were able to guard Bacon a little better one-on-one. You know, Charles Barkley called us frail. I don't think he was frail tonight. He showed up tonight. But yeah, they stepped up big in the second half.
After that performance, would you consider a mustache potentially?
No, definitely not. But there'll be a lot in Tuscaloosa, but not for me.
Thanks, Coach. Well, Grant, I don't know what was more rewarding, the free throws, the and ones, or those 2 blocks, but what came over you for that second half performance?
I mean, all glory to God, first of all. But, I mean, just this team coming together, battling adversity all season. I mean, it's a great time to come together, start playing some defense.
6 transfers. Coach had 3 new assistant coaches. It took a lot of faith to believe in one another. How are you playing at a level that looks like you've been together forever?
I mean, it started in the summer, really. This group of guys just came together. We bonded right away. And, I mean, since then, it's just been getting better. Scheduling a hard non-conference, learning from those losses, some of those wins, and just being able to apply that at the end of the season.
We'll see you in the Elite Eight. Congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you.
Channeling his inner Adam Morrison, the wispy mustache Jimmy. We got an Elite Eight matchup, Alabama and Clemson.
There we go, man. Who would have thought? But that's the beauty of March Madness. Advance and move on.
Second Elite Eight in program history. Alabama's moving on. For Jim Jackson, Allie LaForce, Gene Steratore, the rest of our terrific crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying so long from LA. You've been watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship on CBS.